What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning back in. I'm your boy Sean, Sheenster94, if you can call me that too. Welcome back to 3G Society. I want to say thank you to all my new subscribers for tuning in, and all my fellow former subscribers for coming back to stay updated on some more Smash info. So I wanted to jump into this leak that got me really excited when I read it the first time, so I wanted to read it for you guys and inform you if you haven't heard of it yet. I know a lot of other Smashers are going over this leak, and you should always take it with a grain of salt. I'm not saying you should believe it as any source of realness, so please take it with a grain of salt. Go 50-50 right now. I'm just really excited about some of these leaks that are going around right now, so they're getting me hyped. I don't know if you guys saw my video footage for when I went to San Diego Comic-Con, but you can go watch that video. So let's jump into it. Right off the bat, this is coming from 4chan, from a guy named Cracker Fighter. So he says, so yeah, I'm sure you guys are all sick of the fake Smash Switch leaks going around, but here's another one claiming veracity. I know that you're probably not going to believe this, and that saying, I don't really care either way, won't help with that, but nonetheless, I feel compelled to post the information I've come across. I'm in contact with an acquaintance working on the graphics team for Smash 5. He's been in contact with me for a while now, and this is all based on information I typed down from face-to-face meetings with him. He doesn't have information on when these reveals are going to happen or what their trailers are like, but he does have huge information on how their movesets are coming along. In total, there are 6 newcomers and 4 new Echo Fighters, including the ones revealed so far, Geno and King K. Rool. These two are mainly taken from the popularity poll. Bandanity was considered, but Sakurai couldn't really think he could find many creative ways to use him. I think that's BS right there, because we've seen him in that new Kirby All-Star game, so I don't know why couldn't he just stream that same moveset over. So let's keep reading. Chibi Robo was also considered, but the two you have now won out in terms of popularity, so he had less priority, while Sakurai is sticking to not planning DLC until the game is fully finished. The possibility is still open here. So what do you guys think about that? They said Geno and King K. Rool. We're going to read more about them right now. I think those two characters are very likely. I think they were on the top list of the Smash polls when they were going around. Let's jump into it. So it says Geno plays with most of his moves from Super Mario RPG. I myself have never played Super Mario RPG, but I know the fan base is real. I'm pushing for Geno, so I'm happy if this leak is real and they're showing off his moveset. I'm really praying for it, y'all. So here we go, Super Mario RPG, and they're pretty much one-to-one recreations. They have the Geno Beam, Geno Whirl, Geno Flash, etc. The only substantially altered one is his recovery, which is a variation on Geno Blast that he fires downwards, so that would shoot him up, I'm thinking. And then we have our boy King K. Rool. I know we have a lot of fans here in this community, so please leave your comments about King K. Rool in the description or comment section down below. I want to hear from you guys. It says King K. Rool also borrows a lot from his games, with a crown throw, his blunderbuss, and a helicopter pack for recovery, as well as his own variation on the Bowser Bomb that has more horizontal distance and vertical for his own down special. His final smash is his giant form from Jungle Climber, dropping cannonballs in classic fashion. He also has costumes based on his alter egos from Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, but they don't have alternate colors. So if you guys have played those games, I believe he has a scientist costume and a pirate one, so I hope to see both of those if they are legit. That'd be awesome to see. So, and then in a separate post or comment that he left on his own leak here, he talks about third-party characters, and this is where it gets a little crazy for a lot of people, because they mention a character that I myself wasn't familiar with. I had to Google him myself, and I don't think this game is out here in North America, so us folk were just kind of confused on where he was going. But it's not the first time that Sakurai has pulled this off, and if you look back at Melee, we didn't know who Marth and Roy were at the time, and they blew up from there, and we wanted more Fire Emblem, and that's what we got. And now look at the franchise. It's huge out here in North America. There's a mobile game, everyone has it. So let's jump into this. This character is called Yuri Lowel. He was picked largely due to his popularity in Japan For those who don't know, Yuri is so popular that he was put into a Tales Hall of Fame with Leon, Magnus, and was permanently removed as a voting option from the yearly popularity poll. Lloyd was also on the drawing board, but well, he's not even the most popular character in his own game, so I believe they were referencing Tales of Symphonia, if I'm correct, and isn't even popular among the Japanese audience in general. Dang, they just shut him down right off the bat there. So the proximity to the release of this Vesperia re-release was also a factor in this decision. All of his smash and special attacks are arts from Vesperia: Azure Edge, Ghost Wolf, Destruction Field, and Wailing Havoc. For special attacks and Shining Fang, Lone Wolf Charge, and Crushing Eagle as smash attacks. Again, I've never played any of his games, so I'm going to look up all these moves that he potentially has for this game coming up. His final smash is his Divine Wolf art leading into Heavenly Blade Wing. It's another scripted event attack, mainly because the development team thought that using the Blade Wing outside of a scripted event would cover too much of the stage. So there it is, boys and gals. What do you think about Yuri Lowell? I'll put up some pictures so you guys see, and maybe I already have them up for you, but leave your comments down below. I want to know what you guys think about this. Could Sakurai be throwing us another curveball like he has in the past? I don't mind new characters. I'm up for it. Let me know if you guys are too. And this part of the leak got me really excited because my boy, we cannot deny his entrance, and his developer Suda51 has been pushing him for the longest time since Brawl back in the day when he got his first exclusive game for the Nintendo Wii, and I'm talking none other than Travis Touchdown from No More Heroes. So let's jump into this leak because I am super ecstatic. I voted for this guy in the polls beside our boy Isaac, who I also voted for. So I was using multiple computers back in the day. Let's see, Suda51 wasn't joking when he said he was going to demand Sakurai for this. So it's kind of like what happened when Kojima begged Sakurai to put Snake in. So if you guys remember that back in Brawl, Kojima was just persistent about getting Snake in, and Sakurai said, you know what, why not, let's make it happen, and Sonic came right after, I think, Snake at the time. Smash attacks all use the Rose Nasties, while his tilt, jab, and special just use the standard Bloodberry with a few punches and kicks mixed in. His standard special is Blueberry Cheese Brownie. Sakurai wanted desperately to include the slot mechanic, but he didn't want to base a whole playstyle around luck. His up special is based on the jumping attack he gets from the Memory of White, functioning like a diagonal version of Ike's Ether. His side special is a charged beam katana slice. All his grabs are based off of his wrestling moves. So if you guys played his games, you would go down to this video store, he had a cool friend there or whatever, and you would pick up these video rentals, and he would come home, watch them, and you would learn new wrestling attacks to use on his foes when you would go out and fight them. Really cool. Wrestling moves. His final smash is summoning the Glastonbury. It kind of functions like Giga Bowser, except it gets 3 slashes across the screen that don't insta-kill the fighters. Cool. And if you guys know the Glastonbury, I believe that's referencing to his big mech or robot-like thing that he hops in, and he can attack with that. He only used it once against another opponent in the game, I believe, but that'd be really cool to see that as his final smash. It makes sense. So let me know what you guys think about our boy Travis Touchdown. Are you guys excited? Have you guys played the game? If you guys haven't, can you please play the game? And we'll talk about it later, I guess. Jumping down, he talks about Echo Fighters here, so I'm going to read these characters to you guys. It says, not much to say here in terms of moves. They're almost exactly the same, aside from a few visual differences and some redone final smashes. So starting it off, Shadow, Sonic from the Sonic the Hedgehog series. His final smash, Super Shadow, places Chaos Spears while teleporting around before they all hone in on one opponent. Very Goku-esque of him to do all that and teleport all over the stage. So that's really cool if that does become his final smash. And that's just a little hint that he'll be this Echo Fighter for Sonic. I really hope, if he isn't an Echo Fighter, I wouldn't mind seeing him as maybe like a clone character and he has different attacks. But if he's an Echo, I don't mind. So let me know what you guys think about our boy Shadow. Jumping down, we have Hilda from the Legend of Zelda series as Zelda's Echo Fighter. I didn't know personally who Hilda was, and I guess she was only in Link Between Worlds or Link Between the past or whatever, so correct me if I'm wrong again. Final Smash is her summoning Yuga to trap an opponent in a painting. It's functionally identical to the Triforce of Wisdom. So are you guys excited about that? Hilda, that's someone we never would have guessed. People are thinking, you know, Impa should be in as an echo for she or her own character. I would love to see Impa. My main Zelda protagonist would be Link Wolf with Midna, but Midna is unfortunately an assist trophy, so we're not going to be seeing that. Who else? Just any of the champions. I don't think the champions will be making their own appearance. Maybe as an assist trophy, and they can all appear or whatever. Last but not least, we have Dark Samus from Metroid, so that's really awesome, as Samus getting her own echo character, and that explains why her all costume is missing, right? The general look of her projectiles and such have actually been altered so that they look more phase-on-y. Alongside the property changes, her Final Smash is exactly the same though. She's one of the lower effort echo fighters, much like Daisy and Lucina, so they're very basic and they look just like the original characters, but they have their own look to them, so that's cool. If you guys want to see Dark Samus in there, I'm excited about it. He doesn't know how classic mode is structured, so this is jumping down from Echo Fighters to stages or modes in the game. So classic mode is returning, it looks like, but there are supposedly some intermittent mini games. Speaking of which, Break the Targets is returning from Brawl and previous games, so I'm really excited about this. With a difficulty system akin to Brawl's has returned, albeit with stages that are based on actual games. He knows that Mario and Zelda are the easy and normal stages. Race to the Finish has come back, wow, with a new stage and a format based on Melee's version, and so has Target Blast with 2 new stages, so pretty cool. And then jumping down, we have an adventure mode. It's not like a story mode, so it's very different. Let's see, this isn't a story. 2 routes, Classic and Ultimate. Classic mode is filled with the Melee stages, while Ultimate has new content, all of which are actual adventure stages featuring bosses with no reused stages in between. Work on some of the stages haven't been finalized yet, but he does know a bunch of them. He's aware that there's a Mario stage that has you going through the Odyssey version of Bowser's Castle, a Zelda Breath of the Wild stage that has you running through the Divine Beast, a Sonic Forces City stage with an infinite boss fight, and a Kid Icarus stage based on Polytuna's Temple and presumably, after a fight with Polytuna, the final stage is a revamped version of and that finalized stage, guys. What do you guys think? I want to know right now, so please leave some comments down below. If you have to share this with people, please do. I don't mind. It helps me out, and I want to bring you guys great content. If you guys want to hear more of these things, I don't mind.